Welcome, Tiffin University friends, family, alumni. Jason Griffin, Director of Communications for TU on the campus of Tiffin University. And it's my pleasure to have with us today a special guest. Alfreeda Goff is here. And Alfreeda has been with the Horizon League for 15 years. And she is here this actually yesterday and today for a couple of different events, the Women's Leadership Symposium and also the Summit to Success. So, Alfreeda, welcome. And tell us a little bit about why you're here and what you've done so far.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure. A longtime friend, Bonnie Teal, who's a professor here at the university, invited me to come to visit and be the keynote speaker yesterday. And I was really impressed with the audience. It was predominantly young women, young students from Tiffin University were there, along with some faculty and members of your community. And it was talking about unleashing your potential to be a leader. And I hope that my message came across loud and clear because it seemed to be a lot of people were taking notes and talking, and I got a chance to meet with a lot of them afterwards. And today I'm going to sit on a panel with two other distinguished gentlemen to talk about sports, and as it has become a business.
Well, it certainly has become a business, and it's grown quite a bit. And obviously, women's role in sports is changed over the past decade, and it still continues to evolve. You've done so much, and it's amazing. We were just chatting a moment ago, and you said, "Well, I've just been around a long time," but you're being modest. I think there's a lot that you've done in intercollegiate athletics, starting way back in the '70s. As a coach, and talk about kind of your career, kind of a thumbnail sketch of your career in athletics.
I actually fell into this accidentally. This was not my career path. I started out being a teacher and was asked to help mentor a young man who was preparing to go to college. And that's how I sort of fell into it. With his help, I got to meet some big people and right places, good places, the University of Pittsburgh. And the rest is history. I've been blessed to have had the opportunity to work at three outstanding institutions and then, of course, a great office in the Horizon League.
At the Horizon League, which is in Indianapolis, as we talked about, and certainly is Division One, and certainly a fantastic conference. Some many great schools in that conference. Tell us about what you do at the Horizon League.
I'm the senior associate commissioner, and I'm in charge of all championships. I have oversight, I should say, because I can't run all 19. I have a great staff that I've delegated championships to. And then I oversee the governance for the league, which is NCAA and our own governance within the league. And then I try to do as much women's programming as I can. We had a former president, Claire Van Emerson, who at that time was the president of Cleveland State, said it was important that we empower women and provide professional development opportunities for women. So, thus, I started the Women's Leadership Symposium with the board's blessing.
The Women's Leadership Symposium, now in its 11th year, 12th year, over a decade.
Yes, over a decade.
And obviously here at Tiffin, you had a great showing last night. What are some of the specific messages that you got across in your speech yesterday to the women that were here?
Trying to make them understand that they can be and should be leaders. And what are some of the things that make a good leader, such as integrity, humility, communication, being willing to work. And I spent not a great deal of time, but really engaging the audience last night and giving them some famous quotes, like Marilyn Albright, whose most famous quote is, "There's a special place in hell for women who don't help other women." And I think that's so true because we have a tendency as women, okay, we've made it, then you've got to get it on your own. So my motto is each one reach one. And I learned that in Sunday school at the age of 6. And I've kept that motto in my life in everything I've done. I think it's important that you help lift others up. People say, well, you've done so much. I said, I had to stand on somebody's shoulders, and now somebody's standing on mine. So somebody needs to stand on yours. So that's hopefully the message I got through to the young women.
It is, as I said, continues to evolve. Women in sports and at the intercollegiate level, and certainly in professional sports, and we are seeing more and more women in very powerful positions in athletics. I worked with a professional sports team for 12 years, and it was in that time it seemed like the first couple of years, if a woman wanted to intern or get a job with the team, it was looked upon, oh, it's kind of unique. Now it's not unique anymore. It's more of a balance, and that's obviously a wonderful thing.
Hopefully it can become the norm that when you walk in a CEO's office, regardless of what profession, what business, it's no stranger to see a woman sitting there. It's no stranger to see a minority sitting behind the desk. We are not where we need to be, but we're a lot further along than we have.
What do you think? I'm just curious what your take is, because certainly women, if you look at coaching, for example, you see women coaching college basketball. Certainly, what when in our lifetime will we see a woman as a Major League Baseball manager or a NFL coach? Something that maybe 15, 20 years ago you would have thought there's no way, but we're getting closer. Do you think that will happen in our lifetime?
It may not happen in my lifetime because I'm a lot older than you, but yes, I would like to say I have 2 granddaughters who are 9 and 5, and I'd like to think in their lifetime that that would happen. The same as, there were people in my generation never thought we'd see a minority sitting in the, White House, and we have one. So, I believe that if the right woman, the right CEO, and the right president believe that the right person for that particular job is female, it will happen.
Chatting with Alfreeda Goff, who is here with the Women's Leadership Symposium, the Summit to Success. And as we close here, Alfreeda, I want to ask you for the young women that are here, students at Tiffin University, anybody that might be watching this that want to go into a field of of athletics as a woman, what advice would you give them in closing?
I would say start on ground level. That's what I did, and be a sponge. I didn't get here because I knew everything, but along the way, I learned different things, and I think that's important. I did not have the opportunity to go to a sports management major. I was a health and physical education major at the mouthful. And so take advantage of any and all opportunities presented to you. Be a volunteer. You don't believe that you're going to come out and make hundreds of thousands of dollars right away. That comes eventually. But, be the best you can be at whatever you're doing. And that particular job, if it means you're in the equipment room and you're counting and packing equipment, be the best counter and best equipment packer that you can be.
Alfreeda, it's a pleasure to have you on campus, and best of luck today.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed my visit.
It's Alfreeda Goff here on the campus of Tiffin University, and have a great day, Dragons.